was saying that was so much more about from KFM Kasa in Fonino as a Brenner drew and there Breno. For the chair, Yatna CD, and some who do it should go ya my muno, ye jebre yak and kind ede as some ye cassie di kind war a ye benade muno, and ye jebrak and kind ede a maono, ye yen that as a phone coupon as sans me guye mwe ne yenye mu ahoden a ya ba betina ha ye bere sansem no edi amasem no edoso na yen fast da piece ne ma boafo ekuku dan bia wo mo boy freedom Maame Esi mede aba besumisi yen fa enkoma eye KFM musical center e ba ne se wo ye nwuma adwuma na pay instrument eti apo ne bo wo fom ahoden wom a wo de bedi udada adwuma ha bia embe three de ho na benya instrument ne ho akande a eno betimi aboa wo e wo sa kwan ne so instrument bia wo hia bia no okopie mu e wo KFM musical center wo mo betimi abo mo nkran mantem he ya ko zongolina e ho na tena kese ne wo instrument a pe bia bodin a ye be ya ma bo ne so e da form boko
Talent microfinance and so as you baby esi usika na or how be amba homa wasum ebedwa talent and kwa na wetimi enyom edidwuma e wo kosa nti wo mo chese so ye ankrankwe edwumeko ana so bi a oton ade a na opese usie usika talent and kwa na wetimi ede wenimu atwe na mantam binsia no emu edude talent abom homoden edu ha insia na aka no wo guso a omode hihye pa egu kwam se wo betimi edu enu ti ende talent for tunsa e dia process bra na wo ne omo be ye adwuma e wo sa na nsi hu no de e da form boko e de ma anobe
aka na kakere bi na chese Vals Day no etimi edre ya adofo fona eti apodi ama o kanchi ma wakodo nkria chocho mucho tele olelelele aha de oda wakoma so pa ya o pe ahomatrofo enu gina ne namo so ebe man kita hodi esem ne dru ha eti megina ne nan so bra ne di ama o ne di bomodin fo eni chemu e wo dadaba teka bo mo beboa phones ne ho aka de bia okwa o mbehwe ayen hihye bibia kama edi abro a bibia intimi mba echire emfa ma o ha bia embe mu nti wodi ane so bekwa akopie mu ewo eye kanehye no wonkran manta mu he ya o monitor kwa station no ene bo ho pe okọ ya be unse dadaba wonom so ase no o mo butu ho enya asem keto akọ mu di dwuma gidigidi wodi anse pie mu ho na phones ne ho aka de bia no ntimi mfa ma nwumekoi ene na no pe wo mo ebo ye three Maame yede nsem a yaboaboa na amasem fa so koje no yede eba besom na de edimo akotini ebini eye minority mi chedom kuma no ewo mrahye bedwefie no mo de aba betudwa HM senkebe ya clerk e de ma appointment committee no yenyi no enfo sanse na maniosem ene afedwuma wodi nyina no aye partisan na cheso de ya maniosem si yenyi ne to ase akonya inte ho nsem ne so yebedom esuko e de ama
Asante Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amwakohene enso ashebo se mampeni John Dramani Mahama ne niso adimu so be ma ndwuma bebre abo man no ya de awo beli sa aboshe so idea ma
ye bebo eredwe die ense mu Dr. Johnson Esiama wono ne behwe ma yesika sem ntutu ye no etimi agina ne namo so no mu e no de atuje chese se ne yi no di brewe ama no bebo adwuma ye papa no nya asem ketu akra
What any Jadian Simmons so a Miss Door and so a diabetes watch him so one dear a mema or more hour and no pen on per single person ever na brabum. Ye de munche no ever grow.
We say some no door so a full be na ka we when no pay I bracken kind a day ma ya yet ne drum and ne anope I can kind semne Arisadia somono me. Afia Fosuah Oduahoma Sresrebidi o from Afia Mejeso mene
Maame Esi Nkrumah ye fa hu sina abayeba ye be hye nsem na se enti ama
se kuyadwuma e ka ma hodo no afa pem ho a wo man Ghana so enkan Afia Nkrumah fie de watwi enum na mpani ye se yɛbɛbɔ akuafo aba so ɛwɔ man Ghana mu ha ɛnɛ kuani wasetrem ɛte sɛn farini asetrem ɛte sɛn na wɔn a ɛnyɛ mmoa nso asetrem ɛte sɛn aso wonim sɛ yɛwɔ foto a aban no ɛbɔto hɔ sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a wobɛnya na wodi abɔ pie adwuma no ho ɛbra wenti ɛna wabɛhyia me ɛwɔ akuafo pampa so wɔ dwumadie so no yɛde agri news no ɛbɛbrɛw Emma ebo won ho modern ewo ye pie adwuma yi mu mekyerɛ women in agri business. If you appreciate feed yourself ebepem planting for food and jobs. Efo nsase a ye toma dansifo. Ema bedwafo esinkonwa na ye ni akwi adwuma ho nkomo akuafo pampa so ye sumo
Meshi oya diaba na wakomatie
Enda asemu akwa babie mfambra KFM kasa emfonyini esueda ase bebre se fidie neguso a eda hansem no yebo abirem na kyese de munchemu no ababe dan na ansa na no bomode neto ayen wa abe fontentan fidie no so KFM TVGH on Facebook, KFM TVGH on YouTube, KFM TVGH on Instagram, KFM TVGH on TikTok eho nyina no ye twegwanya asem keto akrato aye ho follow pages ahodo wo ho no like na comment ahodo fa emaye na yembonra ensem ne mutew emfa ema odia ye ko eya amaniosemu na adwemtineni edema appointment committee no mrahebedwefie eye onmunyamfo Bernard Ahiafo na odinsem bi ena aba betudwe no woto amane eye domkuma no ba no dani wo mrahebedwefie onmunyamfo Alexander Kwame na afenyomaken wo chese se ne ore yi gina bedwem a ne nsem bi a woka eno ensisi so no wono de osusu se ne oye ne nsem fa ne na ye say ya Afia etwa mu 2025 yeto aba December 17 ni mu ankunibia nko amfa ma the New Patriotic Party NPP amenu kono wo chese no na sebio ya ye na adwendwan ye no kwana na kakra sisi an nsem a wo ye ne nsem ahodo ka bi no enya de ese sisi so enche bia no de betu dwa say ye clerk edema appointment committee no ebe ya anka ye hwan ne to ase akonwa sanse ni dibre ene se no ye ne nyuma fa no ya ye amaniosem iti yengi sa dibre ne free ni sem afin so enche bia na bedwem chiame hino munyamfo Alban Kingsford Sumana bagben so betu dwa se wono mo eka homa basabasa yen mentimi ho ase course wo mrahye bedwefie bra na appointment committee na etoto wono ma na yeyi omudin se omo mbeda eye asoafo dibre na no ye de omo dibre na twintwanse be se na wotwemienu no wo chese saa niema we nyina akeka bo mo hu ni se niema bi eteti onmunyamfo afenyoma akene ntina sene wo se oye nidwuma no wontimi endi titru ne de ejina December 7th abato nkunibia nkwa MPP amenu ko ntina sisia no ora afenyoma akene oye niema bi a eno ensem fatanti we ene nsem a ora Bernard Ahiafo a ono ye dwemtenani edema appointment committee no de ababeto edwa
Yeguswa ewo dwemtenani edema eye appointment committee ora Bernard Ahiafo semi so na wade abetudwa wo chem se eye minority leader onmunyamfo Alexander Afenyomakens eye nsemu a wode tudwa a wode ekasatia eye clerk edema committee Maame eye gifty giaje eye goba wo chem se eba no eye committee mu a wo ye partisan a wo chem se NDC amenyoku no ana Maame abone homodin akota ne de besi wo bia no na wabo eye minority nsem ne gu no wakotae eye majority fo no echi eno ana onmanyamfo Alexander Afenyomakens echim se wobehwe ama Maame yetimi eyi no efri ade so na sansem a eye Alexander Afenyomakens editu dwa no eno enenam so ma eye dwemtenani edema appointment committee ora Bernard Ahiafo ede abetu dwa wo chem se nmenimu ya ewo se domkuma no ba no deni eye Alexander Afenyomakens etimi de echelpa esu ye papa etime ede kwa maame esan sen nsɛm a wɔka ede kyerɛ maame no enye nsɛm a ɛsɛ fata senka wo sɛ wotime ɛka bibi se ede kyerɛ no nti ora Bernard ahiafo etwe mu sɛ wo sɛ onmonyam for Alexander Afenyumakins etime ede echelpa esu ye enkoma maame
Yegusa was ansem ni munadom kumano banu deni wo mrashebe fion munyamfo Alexander Kwame na Afenyumakin na uguswe kase nsem no kyerɛ sɛ senior clerk the ma appointment committee no wono esusu senke be yenji dibre no enfri ni nsem ye ma me gift giaje goba no ebe yank yenji sa dibre no sanse senior wo se oye ne dwuma fa nyina no wo de aya amane osem ai no na nika se basa no hwemu sa maame no oye NDC ni inti niema wo ye nyina na eboa NDC na chese wo gina NDC for na fine no emboa ema ekwa mrahye bedwefie adwuma e wo so mu die no eno entimi ngina ne nan so enu mu no san so kyerɛ sɛ maame gift na sɛdeɛ sɛ wɔno ma adeɛ ba bɛkyia me atoto ɔma no ni nyinaa no kɔmode wɔdin bɛba na kyɛ sɛ ɔmo so etimi hu ɔma ba kɔsɛm ne ɔmɛkyia asɛm kakra ansa na dane bedru no na ɔmɛtimi aba bɛtena yɛ appointment committee na ni maame atoto ɔma nanso kana yɛ sɛ saa di brɛ ne dwuma yɛ de ahyɛ ne nsa ne nyinaa na nya adeɛ sɛ maame itimi yɛ nneɛma a wɔyɛ nyinaa na nsɛm fata deɛ ɔyɛ nso no wɔyɛ de hyɛ NDC amenyoko na animunyam tinkɛbɛ ya yɛnyi ne to ase akonwa nsɛm a animunyam for Alexander Kwame na Afenyumakin wɔkyerɛ mu no KFM TV yɛnto asoma.
Some people are asking us why our pronouncement on the clerk to the committee. The clerk to the committee is a partisan clerk. She is not a neutral professional clerk. She's caused us a lot of discomfort. We've tolerated, accommodated her. At this point, it's getting out of hand. She advertises at midnight. As a minority leader, I am to know those to be vetted the next day ahead of time. He doesn't share that with us. A lot of times I have to manage the pain, the frustration of my members and take responsibility. Committee reports. So far, I've accommodated this. All the reports we've been debating, not a single one of them was brought to me to have a look. The practice has always been that because it is majority and minority, yes, some people are saying, wow, because we accommodate, we are very tolerant. So we don't talk about some of these things. But today, for the public to appreciate why we had to go that way, I'm explaining. The essence of the report is for us to have all our input in. This lady, who with so much respect, will do none of that. But is the same person who was the clerk when we were in government, who insisted on getting the minorities' input. What has changed? Okoto de stand budget. Okoto de budget. MPP dia. We will not allow ourselves to be taken for granted. A clerk to committee must be professional, must be neutral. She cannot be an armchair committee clerk and claim that she's been sending people. When she knows that whenever a report is ready, she must personally hand it over to the majority leader and the minority leader. Look at it. The practice has always been that committee report must be shared by the ranking and the chair so that we all make our input. She doesn't do any of that. We've reported it to the clerk, and we hope that the clerk, after engagement, will come back to us. For now, we don't want the clerk on the appointment committee again. We, the minority, are calling on her, on the clerk to parliament, to remove her from the appointment committee unless she's ready to turn a new leaf, to be a professional and engage us. To make matters worse, she's taken to insinuating against us on social media, particularly using her WhatsApp status. We've seen all of that. We printed it. If she, as a clerk, wants to be an NDC activist, we expect her to resign and fully participate in the NDC politics, and not to pretend that she's a parliamentary service staff and work against us. I've been a majority leader before. I've been a leader of government business before. I know what she took her through. My deputy is here. When we received the nomination of the judges and we had to vet them, deputy leader, who was then the acting chair, got the report ready and signed it. This woman says she will never sign unless and until Dr. Atuforsen has given her the go-ahead. That is what happened. She said she was waiting for the input of Dr. Forsen. I called her severally to my office. She would gently, courteously tell me, "No, leader, try and talk to Dr. Atuforsen before." And Atu was out of the country. For her to even advertise for the Supreme Court nominees to be vetted, she needed the consent of the minority. What has changed? What has changed? Indeed, we are going through difficult moments.
And until same way and Ononya for Alexander Afenyo Markins or ye dom kumano bano deni editu dwa ewo vete no ase yeto ansem so ede amamodia eye dwemteneni edema vetting committee which appointment committee eye Ora Bernard Ahia for no ana wasan ede abetu dwa wo chem se ensem a eye dom kumano bano deni Alexander Afenyo Markins echemu se eye Maame Gift Jage eye go bano wo mo entu no say clerk edema eye committee wo mun yinu free ade so enum ana papa yi echem say enya ade a wo betina se ahwe say yenyi maami emfa fi so na enu de na wonti ase enu nti wo chem say maami enya ade boni bia e wo say eye Afenyo Markins ekika nsem bi say eche na wo chem say yenhwe na yentu ni free ade so no eye Ora Bernard Ahiafo echem say sa de na wo ka no enya ade besi de bia da ono ete ha ewo man mu de enya ade obehwe ama eye clerk edema committee yetuno efi ade so nsɛmwe efi Ora Bernard Ahiafo a wo yedwemtinani edema eye appointment committee ne nsɛm a wode atudwa eni
yegusa wa manio esemu na yeto ansem ne so edi ama ode ayensan Kwame na Afenyo Makena ono yedom kuma no eba no dani wo mrahye bedwefie ode ababetu dwe sisi abepie mu wo ye mrahye bedwefie amentimi ho ase ntokwa ene basabasa ye ekoso ne tichiw no ye ndisi ameni ko wonom na saabo ne fusami nsem a emfate ni nsem a enko nanim ne ntwa yi no wonom akachi ene free ebe no mu na oto nsem bi ede amane dom kese no ba no dani aye onmunyamfo mahama yariga senke be ya wone ne nkrofo enkasa se be ya de ekoso no wo mu beti na o metimi amaye timi atoyi sanse wo mu nyina ehia se o man ne chechire ne nkan kro ne beko ne nekoba se o mu kopiem na mentimi ho ase ntokwa ene niema binum etete sa akoso enya de se etimi etweyi o sanse to bi emane eye bejem chiame hin onmunyamfo Alban Kings for Sumana bagbe no chese enche bia nkofo miensa eka ba ko ho aye nan a otu o mu sensen number sabasa ye course o ma hye bedwefie no chese senie papa ifa so di ne dwuma no enya de se etwe ti amra wo ye mra hye bedwefie nti sansem we nyina no ni nkyeremu no eni.
We call on the majority leader, who I so much respect, who has demonstrated a top-notch diplomatic posture, to tame the wild dogs who are obstructing government business. There are some elements in the NDC in parliament who are overly aggressive, who believe that they might have their pound of flesh. They describe themselves as the avant-garde of government business. And all others who are moving to the extreme to cool down and engage. They sometimes create the impression that they are more powerful than the chairman. For those who have been watching proceedings, anytime the chairman allows proceedings to go on smoothly, they come in to disrupt, intimidating the chairman on their own side and insulting him. Sometimes I hear they come and tell the chairman to stop me. Let me call on the majority leader.
Yeguswa ewo onmonyam for Alexander Afenyo Markins in semi so na wasan e dia betudwa wo chem se vet na ekọ so ewo my Ghana ha onmonyam for ablakwa ne vetin a wo mo edi tudwa no eno ana papa yi etwem se wo mo ye hwehwemu ebiebie no wo mo ehu se owura ablakwa wo guswa tenant a wo han dan ewo airport hills na be se mfie enwotwe enie na wa dan sa ni pay a wogenum 15k ana wogenu busumbia enunti enhwehwemu a onmonyam for Alexander Afenyo Markins de atudwa wo chem se onmonyam for Samuel Okujeto ablakwa no wo mo ye nhwehwemu no ade a woguso han dan wo airport hills yenti ensem bia dom kuma no ba no dani onmonyam for Alexander Afenyo Markins de tudwa
NDC aggressors, the intolerant foot soldiers, the intolerant extremists of the NDC who are attacking me and attacking our caucus, to go and check Muntaka Mubarak, who was even a deputy ranking. The unlimited number of questions that he had, showing videos and all. Their own darling boy Ablakwa, the unlimited opportunity he had, scrutinizing CVs. Today, when his CV is being scrutinized, he says he's a tenant. 15,000 Ghana cedis is all he did. No. Please, colleagues, wait. 15,000 cedis is what he disclosed as his regular income. And he said to the whole public that all he earns is what he gets from Parliament, 15,000 Ghana cedis. He doesn't do any other work. Yet he's able to afford airport hills for 8 years. Every month he pays. I leave it to the jury. I invite the NDC aggressors, the intolerant.
Bani de nisema wadi tudwa eni yenjina so na yento Nkrambra sisia.
Medo benami Ghana duko du ajakle ho duko kata. Mie chonya nyua de venami cho Talent Microfinance Limited gajradopa. Mie wona susu savings, adishare, school buafo, cashback, ple bubwa okata. Nenyabe egajom de mi agbo la letie tomegbeko ateun ahoga dodo. Kenenyabe egajom vivi la nenyabe ohigahia ola ateun ava de ogai kene hia fa.
Tanenyabe mi foncho mi afa jomu yo kenye mi afa gadodo nyawa. Business loan elemiashi, church financing elemiashi, salary loan elemiashi, bubo li kenye personal loan. Nenyabe mi foncho business loan enye gadodo ikemie nana asichalao. Nenyabe washigba keke alum LSW we have talent. Mi pepegede nwo nenye washigba lesua ne woge wokekegedeji to talent pomo nuome nenye be mi fonchu mi afa salary loan enye gado mo mi ke mi vuna mi afa jidudu $1 nke ga nyo he ya va talent wo pay slip pe bank statement ye kwenye nwi hia o na koko ho salary loan le rate mi to keke akeji church financier personal loan va nenye habobo masoli hama eji fufofo sankuo jitao olila ashibobwe kekeake mie flegeno na no hem v choji nto jinwade vare kwereka mun popo kai ganyu heya talent kuna pohe ya ole chagbagba na do tare talent bena wo gado monwa anobobwe nami akpenami
Etibe ya nyafi ke talent la.
Talent Microfinance Jengo Amegan Shipe Ape Letina Tejibo Hotame.
Miape Kapomoye nya 050-129-1298. Allo 050-128-9119. Talent Oga Kwamanu Banto.
Talent Microfinance, your channel of wealth.
Ebusian Sanson da wasemo akwa aba biem yeto nkrai da se bebre se fidie no guso ada KFM kasamfo yini so abefontentan fidie no Facebook KFM TVGH, TikTok KFM TVGH, Instagram KFM TVGH. Eho nyina no to ayo ha YouTube so eka ho. Nsema hodo ni bigu ho. Obe like no wa follow ye pages ahodo ni nyina no etumi edi ama yeto aso ni akọ eye nsem foforo mu edi ama odia. Ye to nkra no na chese ni nyina mu no dom kuma no ewo mrahye bedwefie no wonom de nse bi na ekọ edi ama bedwem chiame hinu nyamfo Alban Kingsford Sumana Bagbin eye mentimi ho ase basabasaye ene ntokwa hodo ekọ so bra na appointment committee no etoto nkofo bebra no ewo mrahye bedwefie enam eye dibra hodo aga na mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abomudin so muntimi nkofa ndi so na ye ntoto ma no wie no so mo fata ni etimi de sabudin no e de ahye omonsa na enumu ene kowiase na chese nkofo 90 ya ade se yetwe omo sensan so mo ye basabasa ye kakra ewo ho na wono mo omodom eye MPP amenyoku no wo mo de nsema hodo na aba betu edwe chese wo mo nkrofo a omo ka ho no senior speaker eye omo niema bi etwe omo sensan no mo chese nya ade se famra kwan so Nene mo ye ne wo senka eno famra kwan so mpanyifo nyina ntena se nhwenwu sa so sa decision a wo take ebetimi aboa na so no ankasa ne fato na koma pono so a wo ye de obe na Roxen Afia Makpo na wo ka ho Hassan Tampuli na eye Frank Anodom pre na enumu na mrahye bedwani ma addition mo weja agbawe no no so e kan sa krofo nan na wo mo ya twe o masensen tinsem a eye dom kuma no ba no dani mrahye bedwefie di to dwa no eni
The NDC majority itself has disrespected or disregarded Mr. Speaker's orders. In fact, on the day, one of his consequential orders was to the effect that the selection committee must meet immediately and reconstitute the appointment committee. The NDC majority caucus decided to without any due regard. Well, on our part, we believe that though we disagree with Mr. Speaker, out of deference to him, we must still engage him. And we would engage him. In fact, we started this engagement over the weekend. The majority leader and my good self had extensive discussions. He elected to reach out to Mr. Speaker and get back to me. I tried to reach out to Mr. Speaker, I wasn't successful. Throughout the weekend, the majority leader and I were in touch, and the feedback from him was that he hadn't been successful in getting to Speaker. Today is Monday. We believe that Mr. Speaker would be in the office. We believe that we'll be able to see him and take our discussions further. Meanwhile, as a responsible caucus, we are going to ferry our concerns in a memo to its office. And we believe that that would even form the basis for the discussion. We don't know how to treat Mr. Speaker's communication, whether it's a ruling or communication properly so-called, because there is a provision in the orders where if there is a motion or a matter comes to the fore, Mr. Speaker would rule on the matter, and if there's a ruling, then you would have to rely on the rules to also challenge his ruling by filing a motion. That's what the rule says. But this is similar to the matter of Dr. Atu on the
ebusiafo no tin same way anon munya for Alexander Afenyo Markins editor dwa ye to ansem no so edi amamode e ya Asante Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amwako Hene na watwe mu ana okofie mu wa Asante Regional Coordinating Council for enim ne ho anodin nsem bebre na etudwa wo chem se Ghana Mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama neni so ade ho se obemma ejuma bebre na abo my Ghana hanan bebunu enye ejuma ye no ade asa abɔhyɛ no anasasa neni so ade ho no ono Dr. Frank Amwako Hene ade obemma Mampani John Dramani Mahama neni so ade ho no abemu de amani ye papa pesan se wo bebo ne homodin abo ejuma job creation wo be bi infrastructures wo be bi wo my Ghana ha ye papa wo bema ejuma ebuso de amambebunu ne nsem bia Asante Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amwako Hene editor dwamra wokopie mu coordinating council for enim
adwuma so say Asante Mantem han adwuma sem adea hamadu dodo na until we should focus more on job creation. We should also focus on making sure that there is law and order and the security issues within the region resolved. Sanitation issue idea about President Akomaso. I better make sure say everything at the Tongue. Mining, any water body, and also Alabama, area key and President of the Republic of Ghana. About one was going to say a friend king of infrastructure. It's about CM this infrastructure gap now. Idea that President Akomaso. And see, with all these areas, trade, commerce, and health, education, job creation, agriculture, mining, sanitation, any the number of swimming now. We can have one. Dako, a Nakopon Fiat. If you happen to 50 million Nakopon Dako. In the 4 years, the very new guy in now. We are in America. When I be agency say, the red one minor at me, Akonimo.
Ebusia yenko Dream Tineni the mayor appointment committee no nakachi ebi mayor munya for Bernard Ahiafo na wodi ababe tudwa said ye wo gina mu ayebo ni din Nkrumah so afo no Maame Linda Oklo ne vetin sani okopie mu a NDC mane be se dukura no timi wie ya ene ebisa no ho te sen wadidi why say NDC mane ye dukura ye se maame ya pass won shole nkombete nka ne ho nsem kro no bano Ghana for bebre na kasafo enumu eno ababe ya no chese senia mpanyifo kuku da mani ntina twotwororo di na chi bra na converting committee da nimu no hono monso mekita saa di bre no ebi nso kopie mu ho no de osusu ehu ne se no nti na o membisa no ko san bebre ne san so magina tum agidi so bedwuma no betimi aye san so obenya onmonya for Daniel ni title titles Glover no ye enkane so afo de ma Nkrumah mu no wetimi edi eche ene afinso ra Henry Cote enim nkrofo ahemfo etitiru na ekuku dambia no mo kan ni nyina chese Maame Linda yade se no magina tum dada enti eno ndi osusu se ko san bebre no wo mentimi embisa no mutwitwa ansem so bebre na edema nti ora Bernard Ahiafo ne nsem odi ababetudwa edi afama Maame Linda Oklo ne vertin no ho no eni
Yet ansem ne so edi amamudia ora ama Kofibua Minister of Energy and Petroleum no de abetudwa wo chem se yade amuina bebo mo homode magalam se ados ewo my Ghana ha no mu ahwe na yakon etiasa de we say eno yade bia ha my Ghana ye papa no nti wo motina se hwe han ma bibi se ese Ghana yensuo ene yensase a yade a eno ebe ha adwen ye papa no nti obafa ato ne ho so ahwe amagalam say any ensase a SSN with me ahwe na wosiesie ni nia ede amaye yentie ni nsem no bi emra.
It's a staff meeting today and engage the staff of the ministry, roughly about 160 of them, and we got a chance to share ideas. First I had to introduce myself and let them know why I'm here and the mandate of His Excellency President John Mahama. I share with them that we are here because we have the mandate of the people of Ghana to reset not only Ghana, but especially in this case, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, to focus on reforming the forestry department, making sure that we take a complete look at the mining sector and address all the concerns that the people of Ghana have shared. Make sure that we create a pathway for legal mining and make sure we bring a stop to illegal mining. And in the process, make sure the destruction of our forests and our environment and our water bodies is basically brought to an end. We need to stop the bleeding. And so for the ministry, everybody who is working here, his goal must be towards achieving that objective, which is our priority. Land reforms at the Lands Commission, and you listen to all the challenges that the people of Ghana have. How do we make it so friendly?
I see angel right so na yen try hu to enkombra ye ko by den sem no ebe ko edwedi nsem ye ba sisia. Ebusenda wase yensan so ma wakwaba biewie da wase bebre fidie no eguso adaka FM ansema hodo etwegwe na no pe yede so mo no guso a edi echi ye to ansem ne so na edi akọ eye edwedie ensemu na eye openye ne dwe yabo ne din se onbeye governor Enfama Bank of Ghana eye Dr. Johnson Esiama na bra yabo ne din eyi no ndie ensem bi e no de aba betudwa se adwuma edi ahye ne nsa no wo bebo adwuma yi papa penya asem keto akra sikasem ne ho nkyekye nkan kro betimi akọ n'animu no eda na koma so yi papa pe no nya asem keto akra na deputies mienu a wono ma eka ne ho ye Dr. Maso Opoku LC Ado Awaji sankrofo mienu yi beka ne ho miensa omoba be ye adwuma denden dia ma esikasem so etimi gina ne nice ne nkyeremu no eni
while ago. His Excellency the President thinks that we should do this. It's a way of enforcing our independence as a central bank. The public must see us, as working together. It's just another transition, which is normal. The good thing is some of the people here are people we know already. And so the transition, you can be sure, will be smooth. Today is day one. We are just touching base, getting updated on issues. As the days unfold, we'll get to other things. Early this morning, we have held a number of discussions already between ourselves. Some briefing has gone on. And so far, so good. You can be sure that everything will be fine. We are focused on our mandate, and that is what matters. And so you can look forward, to us executing our mandate as we've been doing.
Ebusuafo yekusua ewo edwadie nsem ne mu na amanebo a abeto dwane sesisi Ghana enoma bo no tia na ete bafoma mu echemse sesi ade inflation rate no ati akofom ekodu 23.5% efiti January bosumi emu ewa afimpinini eduonu ennom emu enu nti wo mo chese eyade asesi a eni so Ghana ye wogidie se eyade a yesikasem ane ye noma ekosro no ni nia ebetimi assign abafom edi amai womo echemu se efiti January bosumi mu ana wo mu se sesi ade noma ebo no ekofom kwa na ekofom na no ana mo chemu se eye inflation no etimi ati ekodu 23.5% ewo January bosumi a wo mo hwe nim se bosumi aka eda ye nim no sa ene bekoso edi amai sesi ade Ghana ade ayebo ye hunmodin ye papa ewo ye inflation no emu
Ebusia yenjina nsemi so na yenkoje aboafo nkrato ye ba ye de nsem na ekọ ahosepem ye basisia Ye shensam na se ewo enigidie ense mudia yenko Mesbel wono ye nwumtuni yenko nakachi na ninsem bia odi ababetudwa no na ye betwe ne sre ne abasa edi ama odi ababetudwa echebi se osi sno ne mpratwe akwantro na eba nyina no enya ade esese biu wafa obi a oni yire na chese ne dia wo ye ni nyina no fo obi a owo yire na chese married men no oni omo na eguro sanse sankrofo no da no responsibilities ahodo ne niema ahodo wo so ye na ekuma bi wo wi a wo so okofie no kohwe ne yire nti na ema on how bebre na akwaye single man ne dia da no how mu amane mu bibia no digu so sanse wo ne netie wo si niema wo prapra wo dodo wo ye nkuntro dwuma ne nyina na eba wono mo maware ne dia wono otina ye de obeye wie nyina ne ne osole ya na okọ ne yire ho nti wono wo si so na pratwe akwantro ne nyina no wonom ene sankrofo koya wone wo mo agroni empress gift ya wono so tonwom wo man Ghana ha hia ye etwetwe nkomo ho eno de science we nyina etudwa
mema omwaware and I like it like that because yes ana responsibility no should be brave oba I was so okay. Then you have your space, you have your peace of mind. On share was so be brave on now with space
because worry.
Because definitely you'll be needed at home.
Now one kasa myself and kasa okay where you me dear me sumi kuni like I want to enjoy my husband.
The way it started no Sana me I like it like that.
Sana what you ask ti me no only make kasa present yan to aso no ono so you be there
minimum
if you know me
when you say you'll be there because me be sad and I don't want to know
me who ringing and I say why
me worry am I engaged
why engaged
but me worry and say ebusuafo about na say that be oh there be o wan o me na me ebusua no enti no manage no ho na manage me ho me pese me wo wate asese me wo I want a ring and he got me a ring. I have a baby. We are taking care of it.
It's all no
yeah.
It's a baby.
No.
Me ya confused.
Someone must story now.
David me I me person me case as me so say. It's the always say ebusuafo nim no eye wo personal thing
because
but onko hu wo mo say and me person officially me ware
da be nji saade ni
na woni me fie
obi me ni
wonji ndi
say officially me enu ne yentam asem entene fa ni official
woni me fie
o we me ni fie
makohoda
na
you ni
but o fie me ni mo say wa ware but me person me bi san so Because
if you know me.
Okasa wawari it to put me off.
So okasa wawari be put you off. But o catch him say eno.
Sa na me pay, but I don't want to know too much.
Or you're old when you need.
Oh yeah, older than me.
Say me share the way I okasa na just o share them.
Esi. The Miss Boke, who ne say? Ne kwan so ano.
Oh, me dey me yes me obi ku dey bi.
Obi ku dey on pe on. Wan hwe ya no wewu nte obekun obebọ mpa egu so am wewu. Because yeah, obi o ha se ne wa brand sana.
Yeah.
Waba bedu mpempen so bia na se ni kru no how bi ni amane bi o ma fema ansa no ade bia sike bi kura be ka omo nsa ne ko ba se hu bedi ni kru wa agro dia ene obeti uti inti mesbe oni nsem ono so dia ba betudwa de afa ye married men ho ne de somo ewo eye ni gidi ensem ti Maame Esi to aso dia ma
Yeah, twa so ewo ani jede nsem ni mu dia David Adi Like adodo ananim se friend Davido no abetodwa se ono ankasa ni qualify friend se terms no 67 Grammy Awards so kwesi adawe no ade a wonya Best African Music Performance category no ade a eno anasa de breakers we ekoma na endedwe Davido ene nyumto koni ni a wo muni agiye papa se sa de breakers we etimi akwama na the celebration there yade a wo mu di bi egu kwan mu ye papa wo mu na wo mu bo mu de anije ene ofel so de share tem say wetimi abone homoden ama sa de breakers we etimi akọ ama no enu nti endedwe Davido ene nyumto koni ni a wo mu ewo Nigeria mine mu no yade a wo mani agiye papa say sa de breakers we etimi akọ de ama tems ebusuafo aha ena ebrebe ma kwan ma anopa news yedninia ebesi na anopa nsem no de di mo akotene ebi ene se dom kuma a wo mo ewo mrahye bedwafie de abetudwa wo chemu se wo mo hwenim se collect to appointment committee wo betimi eyino de afri so
sanso na asante mantem so afon wonya for Dr. Frank amakohene so de abetudwa se da nakoma so ye papa se Ghana man pani His Excellency John Dramani Mohammed da nakoma so obema edwuma ebu wo man Ghana ha no wono so beboa ahyemu kena
wo edwadie nsem so no Dr. Johnson Esiama enso de abetudwa wo chem se obebo ne homoden ama Ghana bank no etimi ejina ne nan so emfa ho ne Bank of Ghana nsesan a wo mo aye
ye borra nigide ensem Misbel so be kire mu se ba no se wo twempna anase mpna twa akwantru no di obetimi ne nagropa ne de wono wo maware na chese married men no woni omo ena egre no so mu nkyeremu no ye de bedan mu
adeshimamba we ni nsem eni afoforo pi anope ye bo ano ayede ebeso mu se KFM TV news asida kese enconfirm talent microfinance and talent for say upe baby esie usika ma ohaw bi amba ho ye hope ana obetimi edi weni akire se oye ankranko edwumekuo na upe baby esie usika no talent pe ana mekanfo edi ama mantam edu ensia no emu edu de talent for album homodin edu hoina ensia na aka no womuguso a omodin hyehyɛ egu kwam se wo betimi edu ho enso de ama no pay talent for esibra na wonu omo embeye edwuma
enti wo ye nyomtoni na pay instruments no ti apo ejina ne nan so bo ne da from wo di udwuma ha bia mba etire dia KFM musical ya fro sansa omo ene wo instrument ahodin wo ma wo didi udada adwuma wo nyomto akwento ni ma bibia betimi akon kanja nan so brane dia mamo so to nsa bi o makwaban mu e dia ma o say instrument bia o hie bi e ba no combos guitar microphones bibia de yenwum bia no wo betimi abo o ye studio sessions ahodo training nkofo ne ma o mugina ekita microphone no mutimi tonwom kama dia o mo so to nsa dia fro say ho aka de no bra no mutimi endi wo jine wo muso Nkrumah ntemu ya kra zongule ne ho eno matena ekese no pa no ewo instrument bia pe bia akọ ha o mbetimi aboa ewo sa kwan ne so
dada ba take up enso esise ope phone sa papa Val's Day be ope phone akọche wodofo bia hope ana obenya phone sa ne bo from na esan papa say Infinix iPhone Tecno Samsung Itel yam kra no ope bia obenya bi ewo dada ba take up enye phones nkwa no moton ho accessories no so dada ba take up ewo ni na ebi amaso ayekese no ewo kaneshi takwa station ni chempe ɛhɔ ana dada ba take up ɛwa wo mo bo no so de ɛyade a ɛwɔ fom bɔkɔ ɛde ma anɔpɛ wo mo so ɛto nsa ɛde afro se bra na bɛgye wo phones apapa ne bo fom ɛwɔ hɔ dwumekuo we ana anɔpɛ wo mo ɛbɔ yechi do ma yetimi ɛde KFM TV news yɛde ɛbɛsom asida kɛse ɛnkɔ ɛmfama wa utifia odu TV no etu KFM na wo hwe ye news yeda wase bebre sempi na impempi na utimi ehwe yen sa enso so ana ebeda technical team ni na asisa no pay wo mo so etimi bom homode ma news yetimi edebre wa wo so wo fi a wonya bi ehwe yen anopai edin a meje so ene Maame Esi Nkrumah mini minnuaba
Afia Fosuah Oduahoma Sresrebidi offer me fiansa meje so kama edima yada wase ama omo eni hwanitia enyado yakra